Don't forget to go to ashkicking.com for pound the best home health and beauty fragrance products.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!
Yes, sir. Let me dig into your brain.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Showtimes Stephen Espinoza, who got dissed by Conor McGregor at the press conference, he finally responded to the media and gave his thoughts on what McGregor said to him. For those of you guys who missed it, Conor McGregor, he called Stephen, he walked over to him. This is the picture of the incident. He walked over to Stephen, called him a little weasel, and called him a fucking bitch and said, fuck Showtime, basically. So when Stephen was asked his thoughts on Conor McGregor basically dissing him like that, the first thing that Stephen Espinoza said, well, this demonstrates the enthusiasm of this event. He did admit that it surprised him. He said it caught him off guard. He said he never expected to be a part of the promotion, at least not from that aspect. But he said Conor McGregor inserted him and basically put him in the center of attention, at least for that press conference. He also wanted to make it clear that that was not set up. That wasn't staged or anything. Like Stephen said, he was caught off guard. He was completely surprised when Conor McGregor did that. You know, I personally believe Floyd Mayweather going into this promotion, no doubt about it, he said, we're going to sell the shit out of this fight. And as you see in this picture right here, obviously, this was staged right here, and it was a great idea. For them to pose like that, that was an excellent idea. So I believe at the beginning, Floyd was like, this is gonna be great. Conor, you're gonna talk your shit, I'm gonna talk my shit, and we're gonna sell the hell out of this fight. You could even see it was one point when Conor McGregor was walking over to Floyd and he was talking all this stuff to Floyd. Floyd's smiling, he got his cell phone. He has a cell phone in his hand and he's recording Conor talking stuff, right? Once again, Floyd is just enjoying the promotion, but I think the promotion took an ugly turn, and I think it even caught Floyd Mayweather off guard. Matter of fact, he spoke on that in the press conference. He talked about the disrespect of Conor McGregor, touching him, kind of flipping his hat, saying stuff to his daughter, the racist comments that Conor McGregor made. He talked about the double standards. And, this is unfortunate because when I watched the first press conference, I was like, man, this is good entertainment right here. This is really, really good entertainment. Then all of a sudden, after I watched the first press conference, I don't know if it was during the second press conference or after or whenever it was, but all of a sudden, Conor McGregor comes out with these dancing monkey comments and all that, and it was just unnecessary. And I think Floyd feels the same way. Like, man, we are already selling the fight. The promotion is great right now. We're both doing a great job. We're getting record-breaking views. I mean, why do you have to inject race into the conversation? Isn't it funny how people talk about playing the race card? Race being brought up indirectly or directly. It did not need to be brought up on this stage or in this promotional tour at all. In an interview you do or whatever the case. At least in Conor's case, it was an interview that he did with, was it Jimmy Kimmel? But when someone on the Hope List brings it up, they don't tell them to stop talking about race. Why are you injecting race? Why are you race baiting? They don't say that, right? But when someone reports that they did it, now they have a problem with someone talking about race. Like I keep saying to all these racists, if you don't get upset and reply when you see black people being called N-words and monkeys in the comment section, if that doesn't upset you or annoy you to where you don't reply to them, but you reply to people talking about racism, black people talking about racism, then that obviously makes you a racist. Don't tell me you don't want to talk about race or you don't want to hear about race, but you're okay to hear race being mentioned when someone's calling black people monkeys and all that kind of stuff. No. You don't have a problem with racism being mentioned when they're calling black people racist. If they're saying that I'm racist, then you don't have a problem. Then you don't tell that person to stop crying, stop playing the race card, stop being the victim. When they call us racist, these decals are nowhere to be found. No comments, no replies. Because when they hear black people being called racist, when they hear or see comments of black people being called N-words and monkeys, etc., that's like music to their ears. That's why they don't ever reply to them. That's why it doesn't bother them. We know what time it is at the end of the day. And the more I keep exposing this, the more upset these racists are gonna get. And they're gonna keep posting stuff in the comment section because now they feel guilty. Now they feel they're on a spotlight, on stage, and they feel very uncomfortable. They don't like being in that position. When no one is talking about this, they're extremely comfortable, right? It's like a criminal, a fugitive who's on a run. And all of a sudden, he's in his hotel hiding, and he sees himself on the news, and he sees new reports that he's driving a black Nissan, and last time he was seen the other day, he was headed towards California, towards LA. He don't want to hear this kind of stuff. The less they talk about him, the better, the more comfortable he feels, right? That's exactly how the racist feels. They want you to stop talking about it because it shines a light on them. But I'm going to keep exposing them. You know what's really crazy about this Conor McGregor situation is realistically, we were giving Conor McGregor a pass because a lot of people had already knew about his history, the racist comments he made, calling Nate Diaz an effing cholo and calling Mexicans effing cockroaches and basically saying to Jose Aldo that if this was a different time, I will force you into slavery, because that's basically what he said. To quote him, he said, if this was a different time, I would invade his favela on horseback and would kill anyone who wasn't fit to work. So the translation is, if this was a different time, you would be my slave. I would be your slave master, and anyone who wasn't fit enough to work, I would kill them, because that's what slave masters did. Not only slave masters when it comes to American slavery, or maybe I should just say black slavery. Even when it comes to the Jews, that's what the Nazis would do in the concentration camps. If the slaves were too sick to work, the Nazis would kill them. So my point is, we really gave Conor McGregor a pass knowing that he had this type of history of making all of these comments. And it's almost like, you know, I had said it before, I was wondering, with Conor McGregor's past, is he going to bring up race into this fight? Is he going to inject race in this fight? And he did. And I was hoping he didn't. I was really hoping he didn't. Because like I just told you guys a minute ago, this fight didn't need that. The fight sells itself. Two huge, strong personalities like Conor and Floyd, race didn't need to be involved. But thanks to Conor McGregor, he inserted it. But Conor doesn't care, because he knows the majority of racist fans are going to defend him, just like they're doing. They don't care what Conor says. They don't care what he says at all. Conor McGregor got on stage, and if Conor wanted to, he could have apologized for the dancing monkey comments. He could have tried to explain what he meant when he said it, tried to find a way to retract what he said. But you know how he responded to all of the media members and websites that reported that he made these racist comments towards blacks? All he said is the media people are saying that I'm racist towards blacks. But that's effing ridiculous, because I'm half black from the belly button down. Once again, he could have apologized. He could have said that's not how it was, was taken out of context. Like his supporters try to say for him. He could have said it himself, but he didn't say it because he didn't care. He didn't care how the comments were taken. That's why he didn't try to explain it. All he did was add fuel to the fire. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Once again, any man that damn near fantasizes on enslaving some guy in his country and killing everyone who's not fit to work, of course and never apologized for that, by the way, of course he's not going to care about the comments he made for this promotion. And neither does those fans. This man talking about dancing monkeys and him being half black and all this stuff. And the fans are saying, his supporters are saying, oh man, Conor, he destroyed Floyd Mayweather in that press conference. It's all fun and games, y'all. It's all fun and games for now until August 26th comes. Then it ain't gonna be no more smiling for Conor McGregor or the ignorant fans that support the rhetoric that he pushes. That's all gonna come to a stop on August 26th. But they know it's coming though. They know it's coming. They know the flood is coming. They just trying to enjoy all of this until it actually hits. Or before it hits. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.